Hello and welcome to Spirit Touched. Let's talk about some giving principles. 1 Corinthians 1:9. God is faithful in his giving to us and expects us to be the same with ours to him. However, sadly, many of us are not. Those people in Corinth were not counting on their own faithfulness. They were counting on God's. God expects us to use what he gives us to help each other when in need and for his kingdom. We were not created to be selfish. Part of giving is helping others. It's not just giving money. It may be someone needs help learning a new skill, like I do right now with putting these lessons up on the tube. Thank you to those who are helping me with that. It can be that a neighbor brings a meal when you are sick or have lost a family member. Maybe they just landed, maybe they just lend an ear or a shoulder to cry on. Sometimes they even give it without being asked. Matthew 7:7. When you need help, ask for it. Sometimes strangers will offer help to stranded drivers. One brought me a bottle of water when I was having a meltdown at the airport while my cousin was trying to find where he had left his car. Yes, he found it, and we finally made it to his house. I know God moved that nice lady to help. You see, God is more willing to give help than we are to ask. However, we are not always so willing to give it. Sometimes it's out of fear. Giving help when we need it is just one of his many blessings. Plus, it blesses us and the one getting it when we do it. Remember, if the gift has strings attached, then it's not really a gift. God never put any on his to us. Giving with the expectation of getting in return is not good. It's my experience that when we do Malachi 3:10, then God really does Luke 6:38. And he really likes it when we do it according to 2 Corinthians 9:7. He also tells us not to boast about what we give. When we do give, our left hand is not to know what our right hand is doing. Check out Matthew 6:4-6, and verse 18. One really good way to honor a loved one is to give in their honor or in their memory. If you feel the need to break, then break on what God has. If you feel the need to brag, then brag on what God has done for you. Check out Mark 4:24 and 25. Be very careful not just to seek the blessing, but to seek the God who gives them. People in power give gifts, but they can also take them away, or take them away. or something in, or they might want something in return. There, so be aware, be careful, know yourself, give only what you can, and still stay steadfast to the truth. Recently, Texas experienced a catastrophic flooding event in our beautiful hill country. We lost 136 citizens. Most of them were sweet, precious young girls having their first camp experience. We are so grateful that those who were listed as missing have been accounted for and are safe. We Texans are truly humbled by the tremendous outpouring of help from all over the world. People have come, giving of their time, with no desire other than to help in any way that's needed. Money and supplies have come to help with the cleanup. Why? Because they saw a need. They cared enough to fill it. They gave thousands of hugs because there were no words to express the devastation before their eyes or the pain in the eyes of those they came to help. They literally put their love into action. That they cried with those who have lost so much. Most of all, they have prayed with us and for us. This is how God wants us to be all the time, not just when such tragic events occur. They just that's his favorite way of giving. Texas has been blessed beyond words. We know that God is not just enough, He is more than enough. Please join us as we ask Him to bless all of those generous helpers that He lovingly sent to our aid. It's His idea of giving. If you are one of those givers, then thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Some came because when their own state was struck by disaster, Texans came to their aid, and it was their way of thanking us. The hill country is the heart of Texas, and right now our hearts are overflowing. Matthew 14:15 through 20, and chapter 15:33 through 37. In both of these multitude feeding stories, what was on hand was not just enough, it was more than enough. Google the song, My God is More Than Enough, and have a listen. Then thank Him for all those times when He has given you more than enough. Yes, Psalm 37:25 is true. See Luke 14:18. The heart of Texas was broken, but God is doing that verse through all of you caring people who helped in so many ways. Thank y'all is not enough, but it will have to do. What Jesus was showing them is that little really is much when you place it in the Master's hands. There's no better multiplier. Lord, it was enough when you chose us. It is enough to know you hear us, yet for you, that's not enough. You do more. You answer us. When we are sick, then you heal us, because that's when you forgive us. That's why we praise you, Jesus. It is enough that you love us. Still, you make us righteous. Oh, Jesus, Emmanuel, salvation of God with us. When we knock, you open the door, always doing more than we ask for. You have prepared a place where we can see your face. It was enough to part the sea, but then you drowned the enemy. You are our supply. Your well never runs dry. Yes, there is bread every day. You don't turn anyone away. Green pastures are enough, yet you protect the sheep. They know your voice. That's why they rejoice. The rain is enough, yet the flowers bloom, and they smell so sweet. Your word would have been enough, yet you dwelt among us. Giver of all good things, you always give more than enough, and you never run out of anything. It was enough when you died for us, but then you arose for us. Soon you're coming back to claim us. Oh, come and claim us. You may send your prayer request to theanswerstwo@gmail.com.